Hey everyone, it's Xant. So, I'm currently watching the impressions video render, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to start looking at 1.3 and the new content. Now, some people might be kind of bothered by the content in my impressions video because I didn't look at any of the mark values or anything like that. And from what I hear, the marks have changed a lot of things, ranging from the welfare having amazing stats, so I heard, to Sokai parts getting, well, okay stat boosts. I saw the Night Gundams, or whoever that was, jumping up to almost 6k, and that was, spicy. So, what we're going to do here, I just want to take a look at what happens if I use marks here on this. So we go up to 3000 shot attack, which is still lower than Sokai, but still really good for a welfare. And because it's going to be really easy to get all the parts for a welfare and increase your chance with PT, I guess that is pretty worth it. Alright, what about you? Okay. Now I'm curious, if we went to the Sokai, looked at the Sazabi arms, let's say, they had pretty decent, with a mark, 4.6. Okay, now what if I looked at the, I just want to see what this really does stat-wise to suits. So that's an absolute max, and that's, okay, 39. Okay, so that's interesting. So, marks, they do definitely add value to parts. There is no question there. They add lots of value to parts, and the lower the star rarity is, the better. Now, the thing is in regards to the total stat values and the pre-stat values, because it seems like the marks are increasing by a percent, at least based on what people have seen so far, I still think the impressions being based off of the non-mark stats is still more than adequate. Because at the end of the day, you can only really boost stats so high with percents. If a Sokai, if a welfare part, a 3-star, has pretty okay stats, those stats will still be pretty okay when given a bunch of marks. If the welfare has amazing stats and you gave it a bunch of marks, then it would probably surpass most other parts, even Sokai. So the base number is still very, very important. But I like that mark system. That really adds some viability to things. And due to the amount of time it'll take for people to really amass any marks of value, that's the other thing. Marks are locked to suits. I wish that they weren't, but I guess if they didn't do that, people would get ridiculously powerful very quickly. So, anyways. So the mark system's pretty darn cool. Let's see, what else do we have to go over here? I'm not going to talk about the AR system or the paints. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Personally, I'm not really that big of a fan of painting things, frankly. I use a lot of the presets because I just don't, they look nice. And I'm not into the heavy detailing to that much, to that degree, I should say. Now, what else got added in here? Let's look. Buy courses. What is this? Come on. Oh, so that's where that was from. Course details. Oh, so this is where the subscription thing came in that Nick was talking about. Okay. 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 And warning, transferring will render course invalid. Alright. So that's kind of neat. Now, here's the beef, right? Right now, the only way to level up your EX skills is by getting duplicates or by doing this build course. I will say it is quite affordable based on the rates I'm seeing here. Now, this is Canadian, not American, mind you, so keep that in mind. I think we're like 25% more expensive than America. It's like 75 cents to the buck right now, so it's pretty affordable when you think about it. If you're not willing to pay at all, though, This just puts you kind of further down the hole, because even the less whale types will be able to level their EX skills a lot faster. And this is a more guaranteed way to get Sokai parts, and you know, those rare stuff, the limiteds, the Quanta, Wing Zero, those things, to EX10 without having a whale on their banners. So that's definitely a plus. My beef here is seeing that there's separate items for part traits and EX skills. That kind of has me like, but why do you do this? Alright, now, there's something on with the series capsules. Are those? I didn't even see them in here. Where are they? Are those in the shop? Doesn't seem so. Platinum coin is new? Ooh. Well, hello there, sir. Okay, what are the build coins for? Event coin exchange. Well, I'm gonna buy them all because I don't really have much of a use for all these friggin' coins. Nothing new? Okay, it was just those, and under the other tab. Cool. Alright, there's all my platinum coins dealt with. Now, where? Event blueprint? What's under here? Anything new? No, just the capsules. Cool. Capital Shop. Let me just quickly empty this. Okay. So where do we use these build coins? Ah, here we go. So it reveals itself once you've obtained the coins to roll. Okay, so they've grouped them all together. Okay, is there anything I really want to roll on? Well, you know what? I'm gonna roll on this one. So I really want to get my hands on... Oh, I need 7. Okay, I only got 2. Okay, cool. Well, if that's a monthly thing, that's not that bad. It could be a lot worse, frankly. So what did I buy the... Hold on. Gunpla build coin. Coins used at the event coin exchange. Gunpla build coin. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so if we're able to buy a set amount of these every month and they give them out during events and things like that, I hesitate to say that'll make things better overall. Because obviously the people that buy that subscription course, actually on that note, let me take a look here. Does it tell you what the daily rewards are? I think it did. Once daily special mission, you can get 27k, blah blah blah, 35 build coins. Okay. Alright. So... if we look at it like this, it'll take a player that buys the subscription, if they get 35 a day, 10 days, 350, cost 700, so 20. So pretty much in a month, they're able to get one of these upgrade items. Players, from what it looks like, can buy 35 a month. Yeah, so just based on passive, just based on that store income with platinum coin changing, it would take way too long. It would take like almost 2 years before you can friggin' exchange for one of those upgrade parts. But if they start giving them out through other methods and means, okay, that could be viable. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see what they decide to do going forward with it, because it is the first day that's implemented. As it currently stands, though, it obviously is very geared towards the people that buy the build course thing. You can still use the premium materials to exchange to raise the EX skill for parts. That's not that big of a deal, but the big one is like Sokai parts and limiteds, like I said before. So it's okay. It's okay. Kinda has me a wee miffed. Oh wait, hold on. And you also get normal coins too that you can use for the. You also get capsule coins. You get 1 capsule medal. So once a week you get to draw on that guaranteed 4-star part banner. Okay. Alright, so mathematically as it stands, if during every event we get access to 35 tokens as free players, it'll only take a few months to be able to start upgrading your EX skills. If they give it out through hand-ins or handouts and things like that, like, I want to validate it. It seems like they're trying to balance this out, and I know that if we as a community give enough feedback, they'll change it like they changed other things that we've complained about, ranging from the obnoxious multiplier system at the beginning to the cost of things in the shop. All these things have changed and been rebalanced to be much more free to play friendly. So I know that if we reach out and let them know, they'll change it. Just as it stands right now in this iteration, it is really, it's savage, man. If you don't buy the build course, you're just going to fall behind. But flip side, does it really matter? Because when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, most people that are dominating the arena already have very high EX skill parts, right? Because they've been focusing on builds since day one to kind of min-max their score. So this really won't change too much in terms of the arena, and outside of that, you don't really have to worry because there's really no other PvP aspect to the game. If anything, you should be really just focusing on marks, builders training, which is free and everyone can participate in that. So I guess in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't change much in terms of competitive or anything like that. It really just turns into a bigger pissing contest for whales, which I don't care about. I know some people do, and you know, that's fine, but as soon as a game has PvP in any aspect, it automatically starts going right into whale territory, and nobody can do anything about that. So anyways, enough about that. I've been rambling on long enough. So let's see here. Was there anything else of real interest? You had the paint, you had the AR system, talked about the new builders course things. That image got leaked last night. Yeah, no, just really the mark system. Well, let's check out the builders training, I guess, and then wrap the video up. So there was a lot of neat little things in the menus and whatnot. Yeah, Nick showed this off already, so this isn't that big of a deal. And I'll have to really build up suits for that. Okay. I don't want to do that now because that's just going to be a pain. Okay. Well, let's see. Was there anything else hidden in these menus? Because this just has all the deals and stuff, right? Yeah. Blueprints. Anything new in the blueprints? No new parts. All these still cap out at blue. All those are the same. All the paints are the same. Under event blueprints, I already looked at this, did I not? Yes. Skins. Any new skins, or just have Mobile Doll May still? Yep. Oh, still just May. Okay. And the expand box. Okay. So, overall, I like the new sorting method that they have for the event shop. This one here, where they have it all keyed out like this. This is really pleasant to navigate through. I like the mark system. It definitely seems to bring value to lower rarity parts that are, let's look here. If I bring up those Strike Noir blades from forever ago. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Is you look at those stats with the marks and all you think is, wow, these are like Sokai tier. And sure, but you gotta remember, Sokai parts are gonna get an even bigger boost from this, right? Like we saw, almost 6k. The trade-off being, right, it's a lot harder to obtain Sokai parts than it is these parts. At the end of the day, this definitely does bridge the gap a large amount, because instead of being behind, you know, like what, Well, actually, no, I think it still works out. This is what, 4,134, and the other weapon bumped up to 5.7k, so that's a difference of what? Like, yeah, 1,600, give or take. The base value of these weapons were 2297, so 2,300, and the other weapon that we looked at was like 33, so about 11. Okay, so it bridges the gap, but there will always still be a gap. The difference being, it's a lot easier to finish an entire welfare suit off and get the marks for it than it will be for a Sokai suit in the equivalent. So it will be easier to get marks for these suits and make them Sokai comparable versus getting an entire Sokai suit in that. Obviously, for the people that whale, the people that luck sack and build entire Sokai machines, the mark system will benefit them greatly and make them have ridiculous stats. But that is, again, just one of the things that we have to deal with playing a game like this, where it does heavily lean towards making sure people want to put money into the system. At least this gives free-to-play players a good chance to catch up. The builder's training isn't terribly obscene because it still has decent limitations to it. Okay. Overall, I'd say the update from what I've looked at, really nice, cool features. I see people playing with the paint system, they love it. I see people playing with the AR system, they're having fun with it. So that's 10 out of 10 for me. There's probably a lot that I've missed in regards to the update, and personally I think that's fine. A lot of it was covered in the stream where Nick was talking about it and all that. And I think we'll find out more and really hammer down the details as time goes on regarding the update. I just kind of want to talk about the stuff I saw while I was doing my impressions video, and stuff that I knew like off the top of my head I really wanted to talk about. Anyways, I'll wrap up here. I'll stop rambling. Peace out, guys. See you next time.